Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash, and give double honors to the apostles of great mercy that rule well. Salutations to the men of the hope land, since elect. This is Makazar from Trinidad camp. Just want to do a little edification for the elect's sake. And the name of this video will be Rehearsing It Doesn't Mean to Break It. Alright, meaning that not because we rehearse in the righteous acts means that we could just go out and just do whatever we want. Alright, it don't mean that like when the Sabbath day come in, we not under the law, we under grace, so go and cook, or we not under the law, so you could go and work, you could go out with your wife, go and watch a movie, do whatever you want. Now, when we rehearse in the righteous act, we rehearsing it to get it better. Alright, as Paul said, don't lay a burden upon them that even your fathers were not able to carry. Meaning, hey, bring in the law gradually until we get it right, but not to just totally disannul the law. Alright, as what Paul said in Romans, do we then make void the law through faith? Nay, but we establish the law. So you have to establish the law, you have to keep the law. Alright, the law always stands. The purpose of the law is there for order, to have things running according to the plan of the Most High. So when you say that we under grace, we're not under the law, and then basically you want to do whatever you want, basically you calling the Most High a liar, because Yahweh Shai said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Alright, so I'm gonna get straight into it. This is Judges chapter 5 and 11. It says, and they that are delivered from the noise of the archers in the places of drawing waters, which we are right now, the places of drawing water in slavery, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh Shemel Shai, even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of Yahweh Shemel Shai go down to the gates. So so right now we rehearsing the righteous acts. We rehearsing the commandments to get it right. We rehearsing the Sabbaths. We rehearsing the high holy days. We rehearsing all the laws, all 613, as much as we able to keep in this captivity that we in. We rehearsing it. Alright. Hey, something might have pork in it. Alright, a food product, whereas majority of the food products have pork in it. But let's say a particular product like donuts do not have pork in it, yeah, but your response shouldn't be, hey, you know what, fuck it, we under grace, we in captivity, so eat the donut. You don't have to eat donut. Alright, if you could avoid things that making you transgress the laws of the Most High, hey, stay away from it. Alright, stay away from it. Don't just say we under grace and we in captivity. Then basically you're making the grace of the Most High without no effect, because basically Yahweh Shai died for us to be under that grace. So basically you saying, hey, let me just do whatever we want. That wasn't the purpose Yahweh Shai died for. Yahweh Shai died so that we could be adopted to Yahweh Shemel Shai. That is the purpose of Yahweh Shai's death. But when you go off sinning and saying that we in captivity, we under grace, basically you're not taking heed to the cross of Yahweh Shai. That is what you're doing. You're not taking. Alright. This is Romans chapter 6 verse 1. It says, what shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? Yahweh forbid. For how shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein? As Paul said in chapter 3, Romans chapter 3 verse 8, he said, which some people say, let us do evil that good may come. So by you saying that we under grace, so let me just do wickedness, you saying, hey, let me do evil and good go come out of it. The good meaning that the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai will always be first, because why we under grace? Nah, that wasn't the case. You taking the Lord for granted. Verse 2, it says, Yahweh forbid, how shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein? Know ye not that so many of us as were baptized into Yahweh Shai Mashiach were baptized into his death? Therefore we are buried with him by baptism into death, that like as Mashiach was raised from the dead by the glory of the Father, even so we also should walk in the newness of life. Alright, so we have to walk in a newness of life. We can't do the things that the old man used to do. As Paul said, if I build again the things that I destroyed, you understand, you're basically a transgressor. All right? You can't just go out and blatantly be breaking the laws and saying that we under grace or we in captivity. All right? You can't do that. The scripture said the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of heaven. If you be doing that, you saying that, hey, the Most High is a liar. All right? You saying the Most High is a liar, basically. All right? So you can't be doing that. It's the book of Galatians chapter 3 verse 24. It says, wherefore the law was our schoolmaster to bring us unto Yahushua Mashiach. So the law, as the scripture said in Wisdom of Solomon, the law keeps us from, corruption. So it brings us close to Yahushua, that we might be justified by faith. But after that faith has come, we are no longer under a schoolmaster. So we're not justified by the law, we're justified by the faith in Yahushua. But Yahushua said, if you love me, keep my commandments. All right? If you love me, keep my commandments. So as much as we're not under the bounds of the law, but guess what? We still have to keep the law. Paul said we have to establish the law. Yahushua said, if any man teach to break one of these little laws, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. So the laws always stand. All right? So the law was our schoolmaster to bring us unto the faith of Yahushua, but still we have to keep the commandments. The scriptures talk about keeping your garments clean. How we keeping it clean? By not sinning, by not committing willful sin against the Lord Yahushua. All right? And this is the final precept here. This is Galatians chapter 5 verse 4. It says, Mashiach is become of no effect unto you. Whosoever of you are justified by the law, ye are fallen from grace. So then, if you are justified by the law, all right. Matter of fact, I read from verse 1. It says, stand fast therefore in the liberty wherein Yahushua had made us free, and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. So stand fast in the liberty. The liberty is this grace, which Yahushua made us free. Yahushua made us free from the bond of the law. But don't be entangled again with it. Don't go and sin and believe that once you sin, Yahushua, the blood cover that so you can do whatever you want. Now you being entangled with that yoke again. Behold, I Paul say unto you, that if ye be circumcised, Mashiach shall profit you nothing. For I testify again to every man that is circumcised, that he is a debtor to do the whole law. It says, Mashiach is become of no effect unto you. Whosoever of you are justified by the law, you are fallen from grace. You're fallen from grace because you went off doing things that contained in the law that you're not supposed to be doing. All right? Committing willful sin. So therefore, you justified by the law. And guess what? You're not going to be saved in Yahushua. So that bullshit, you need to cut that out. We on that grace or we in captivity, you need to cut that out. Keep the laws to the best of your abilities. All right? These what we should be doing. All right? So rehearsing the righteous act don't mean to be breaking it. It means you rehearse it so that you can get it perfect. All right? So with that, I want to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. I want to give double honor to the apostles of great mercy and rule well. Salutations to the men of the hopeful and sincere elect. These markers are saying Shalom.